Trump's threats towards Iran are not about democracy. They are about asserting US control and dominance over the region. They are attempting to get the former deposed Shah's son, the Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi, onto the throne. Do we even know who this person is? This person is a puppet of the Netanyahu government. He is a puppet of the United States, and he would serve to erode democratic control. He would lead as a dictator. He would pave the way for regression, not for progress in the region. Few people actually understand how Iran's government really works. They have a system called Guardianship of the Islamic Jurist. They have a supreme leader that is usually an Islamic jurist who has religious authority but also exerts a level of control within the system. He is at the top of the ladder, and below that there is a council of around 60 to 80 people that are elected, and they select the supreme leader, and below that is a democratic parliamentary structure that elects a president for a 4-year term. This structure was designed in the aftermath of the Islamic Revolution to ensure that if one person was to fall from power, that would not lead to a collapse of the whole system. Obviously, the regime that has turned out from this system is autocratic and repressive, and that is because Ayatollah Khamenei has replaced the system with his loyalists and corrupted it from within. The problem with American regime change is there is no plan for the day after. They could depose the Iranian ruler right now, and we are seeing signs that that is going to happen very, very soon, with Trump activating US assets in the region, particularly at the base in Qatar. However, the plan for after that remains still unclear. Opposition to the regime is also not as clear-cut as US media tries to make out. There is strong support for the regime in rural regions and amongst religious hardliners who are still grateful for the deposition of the Shah in 1979 and the introduction of increased rural services and rural infrastructure for people and aid towards the poorest people in the country. And that is a burden, that is a debt that will not be forgotten easily. The ploy that will be used to take control of Iran is clear. Either they will say that there are weapons of mass destruction, in this case Iran's nuclear program, and use that as a justification for taking over the country and requisitioning its resources, or they will say that this is an anti-democratic country threatening US interests in the region, and then they will take control that way. Either way, the will and the say of the Iranian people will not be taken into account. The plan for the day after will not be put into place, and we will see another catastrophe, another disaster in the region, just as we had seen generations before. History is repeating itself, and we are being fooled right before our very eyes.